Is there a difference in the kind of content that you put out on these different platforms because of the nature of the platform itself?
Absolutely, absolutely. So it doesn't have to be I mean, I guess it sort of just depends on, how you set up your social media accounts, but in general, yes. So Instagram, for example, since it does skew a little bit younger, since it's very image focused, you're not gonna be as kind of buttoned up and professional as you would be on LinkedIn, on Instagram, because it's just a different audience and it's just a different platform. Not saying that one is better than the other, it's just they're different.
Right.
And so there's different things that you have to think about. So something that I would post on Instagram, if I would make a post about, I don't know, or if I made a story about, say, we decorated an employee's desk for their birthday or for something like that. That's a great thing to share on Instagram, especially in stories, because it kind of gives you like a little behind the scenes of, this is the work environment. But you wouldn't necessarily post that on LinkedIn, because on LinkedIn, you're kind of more sharing your professional accomplishments, giving company updates. It just doesn't really have a place there, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, absolutely makes a place. Let me drill down on that a little bit. Why?
Sure.
What is the advantage of showing the behind the scenes, right? Here we decorated somebody's desk.
Right.
Why is that? How does that enhance the general approach that we all have online, which is to try and attract investors and sponsors to our platform? So why is that important? Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So that's actually a really great question. And it's something that I was thinking a lot about when, coming into this podcast here. And it all kind of boils down to the fact that if you think about what social media is at its very, very base level, right, is you're going on there to be social and you're going on there to create relationships. Obviously, as we just discussed, there are different relationships that come from different platforms, but the ultimate goal is the same. So you're on there to create relationships, to begin conversations with people. And so in my view, what that means is you're showing your potential, customers and your existing customers, whoever's following you, you're showing them a very holistic view of what your company is. You're not social media and being on social media as a business. It's very tempting to go on social media or create an account and, just try to push your product or just try to sell your, whatever it is that you're selling. So if you're, a clothing brand, it's very, very easy to just go on there and try to just be like, hey, look at this beautiful dress, buy it. But if you think about it, here's the link to buy it, or look at this person where, you know what I mean? But if you think about it in the same way that you would feel, it would feel very intrusive to you to have a salesperson knocking at your door, just trying to sell something like, hi, I just stopping by wanting to sell this to you. It's very intrusive to have somebody who's on your social media, timeline or feed or whatever, who's the only thing they're ever doing is trying to sell you things. It feels very intrusive. It's unwelcome. You're not going to want to follow them anymore. You're going to be very annoyed with them. So what you kind of have to do on social media is you have to sell not just your product, you sell your company, you sell your brand. And what that, that differs from brand to brand, obviously. But for us, what that means is we're showing our customers who we are. Who is Ground Floor? What are we? I mean, not just what we do, but who we are, what we believe, how we take care of each other, how we take care of our customers, why we feel our work is important, why we feel you should think our work is important. It's not just about, just selling our product to people. And so that's why I think it's important to, every so often to kind of have these behind the scenes looks into the company.